Hello friends, in this video we are going to see the remaining functions I have covered up till compare to ignore case, and today we will be looking at replace, substring, then starts with, ends with and value of. So let's talk about the replace function first of all. Okay, it requires two parameters, character and character. Okay, both the types are of char, and the return type of this function is string, and what it will do is it will replace the character that is provided here with the character provided here. Okay, so let's look at an example. So here is the example, friends. In string S1 I have got this string: the pain of discipline is better than the pain of regret. Okay, now I am calling the replace function using the S1 object, and I am passing the first parameter as character T and the second parameter as character asterisk. So what will happen here? The first character represents the character that we want to replace, and the second character is that character which will replace this character T. Okay, so all the T's in this string, all the T's will be replaced by an asterisk. So, and finally it will return a string. That string will be stored in the variable S2, and then I will display it. So let's have a look at the output. So here you can see all the characters representing T are gone, and we are left with asterisk in place of character T. Now the next function is substring. Okay, so the substring function has got two versions. One is this one, which takes a single parameter, and the second one takes two parameters. So let's have a look. So let's write a number here. Let's say 4. Okay, so what will happen? We'll get all the characters starting from 4 till the last index. Okay, the new string that will be returned by this substring. Okay, substring means a string that is present inside another string. Okay, so here the index 4, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so it will start from this character index 4, and it will go right up till the last character. That will be our new string, and that new string will be stored in the variable S2. Okay, so substring in this version of substring takes a single parameter, an int parameter, and returns a string, and its purpose is to extract a substring from the given string. So let's have a look at the output. The output should be pain of discipline is better than the pain of regret. So as you can see, the is gone. Okay, the first word is gone, and the string is this one. Now let's see the second version. The second version, let's create another variable here s3, okay, and this time I will pass let's say 9, okay. I have passed 9 here. That means the substring is going to start at index 4, but it will end at index 8, okay, 9 minus 1. So whatever number you give here, whatever number is present here in the second parameter, that number minus 1 is the last index of our substring, okay. So again the count, it will start from here index 4 and it will go up till index 8. So 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 is a space, okay, 8 is a space. So the word will be pain and space. So let's have a look at the output. Okay, we need to change the variable here s3. Our string is stored in s3. So as you can see, the answer is pain. And if I make it 11, if I make it 11, so what? So this one is 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So this space is index 11, okay. That means our last character will be this one, 11 minus 1, 10. So the output will be pain off, okay. The output of this function, the return value of this function will be pain off. So let's have a look, compile and execute. The answer is pain off. Now the next function is starts with, okay, starts with and ends with. Both the functions take a string parameter and both return true or false, that is boolean, okay. So let's have a look at these functions, okay. So this time let's call the function s1 dot starts with, W is capital. So starts with, and the string is the, okay. So the answer for this should be true, because this s1, that means this one, starts with the, right. So let's have a look at the output. So as you can see, the answer is true. Now if I make it, if I remove T from here, starts with he, okay. So what will happen? This time we will get false, as you can see. And if I make a capital T here, okay, starts with capital THE, then also it will be false, okay, because it is case sensitive. Similarly, let's try the pain, the space pain, okay. So again it will be true, as you can see, okay. Now if I remove the space from between the and pain word, again we will get false. So I hope you have understood starts with. And let's have a look at ends with now. So I am just going to change this function name here, ends with, and the parameter that will pass here, let's call it ret, okay. Does it end with ret? So yes, it does end, as you can see here. So let's compile, it should be true, okay. So true. Similarly, let's write regret. So regret is there, so that should also be true. It is true. So I hope you have understood this ends with. Now let's see the next function, that is value of. So let's talk about the value of function. It simply converts, okay. You can see that it is overloaded in multiple ways, okay. In one version it takes a boolean type, another it takes character, another integer, in another it takes long, in another it takes float, here it takes a double type, here it takes a character array, here it takes a character array and then two integers, okay. So this value of is overloaded in multiple ways, and let's see what it does, okay. So in the first one, if we talk about the first one, it takes a boolean value, okay, and it returns a string. So whatever value you give here, whatever boolean value you give here, suppose you give it true, so it will convert into a string true, okay. Similarly, here you give a character, let's say you give semicolon, okay. So this semicolon character will be converted into a string like this. Now let's talk about the next one. Here if you give an integer, let's say 57, so this 57 integer will be converted into a string, okay. Similarly, here you have to give a long value, so whatever long value you give, let's say 1 2 3 4 5, that 1 2 3 4 5 will be converted into string 1 2 3 4 5, okay. Here you give a float, so let's say 23.7 f, so that will be converted into 23.7 string, okay, and the same thing will happen with this double value also. And then I'll explain the last two one later. First of all, let's see the examples. So here you can see I have created a few variables of different types, okay, and I have assigned appropriate values to all those variables, and here I have created a character array, okay, which has got 4 characters A, B, C and D, okay. Now focus here, the first one, string dot value of, I am passing B, okay. So this B has got true, so it will be converted into string true. Next I am passing ch has got a star, so that star will be converted into a string. Next I have got I am calling value of, and I am passing I, so this 99 will be converted into string 99. So this one I think all of you can understand very easily. Let's talk about the last two, okay. So here if we see the syntax, the prototype, the first this version takes only a single, it takes an array of character type, okay. So that is why I have created a character array here, okay. Now I am passing this, what is the name of this array? The name is AR. So I am passing that AR to this value of, okay. So what it will do is it will combine all the values, all the character values into a single string. So the output will be A, B, C, D string, okay. So if you see the output, the answer is A, B, C, D, as you can see here, okay. Now let's talk about the last one. In the last one we are passing an array character array, and along with it we have to pass two parameters. So this one, the first integer, that is the second parameter, represents the starting point from where you want to pick up the data, okay, and this count tells how many values do you want from this, starting from this, how many values do you want. So let's see an example. Here I have passed the same array AR, that is the first parameter. Second parameter is 1, that means 0, 1, 2, 3. That means it will start from 1, okay, it will pick up the first character from here, and then this 2 tells us the count, okay, how many total values do you want. So 2 means I want 2, that means we already have 1 here, and then another 1 will be taken from here, and that will take the total count as 2, okay. So the string will be BC, it will return, it will combine both the characters into a single string BC. So the output is BC, as you can see here, okay. Now if I make the count as 3, so what will happen? It will start from here, and the count, you want 3 characters, so 1, 2, 3, that is BCD, okay. So the output of this should be BCD, as you can see. And what if I make it 1? If I make it 1, that means it will start here and it will stop here, it will just give me this one single character in a string form, okay. So the answer will be B. And let's try 0 also. If we give 0 here, let's see what happens. We get nothing, okay. So I hope you have understood the value of function. It simply converts any given type of value to a string, that's it. So that's it, students. We have covered all the functions of the string class. So I'll stop here. Thank you.